manager would be more interested in hearing about the Angels of Delusion. I recently learned a special little craft from Suna. She really likes scented candles, so I ended up making some for scenting clothes, too. So, what do you think? It's a calming scent, right? I made quite a few. I can give you some another day, manager. Thank goodness. I was worried her phone would drop back where it was before and she'd never find it again. Judging by the look on your face, manager, you must have known what was going to happen all along, right? As expected of a video store manager, you know this movie's plot inside and out. Still, even though you knew how the story was going to unfold, you didn't tell me. I guess you didn't want to spoil the viewing experience. Thank you.
Don't you understand? Even if your kid wasn't trapped by the hollow, there's no way he would have made it. Stop fooling yourself!
For a mother, only what she sees with her own eyes is real. Besides, my child hasn't given up believing in his mother. His heartbeat gradually calmed down. He knew I would definitely find him.
Sorry, manager. I got a bit carried away. It's just that seeing hope rekindled for this mother and child after all the hardship they've endured, it truly moved me. We lived through the fall of the old capital. We all know just how rare miracles that avert disaster truly are. Even if it's only fiction, witnessing such a miracle is enough to bring me comfort. Because I can't help but believe that such a possibility will always exist. Rather than calling it bravery, I'd say everything she did was almost instinctive. Before her mind could even catch up, her body had already made the choice. I totally get it. That feeling when you'd risk everything to protect someone. If anything were to happen to the girls of Angels of Delusion, I know I'd be just like that mother. Even if it meant facing immense danger, I would still search for a way to save them. Of course. There all going to soar smoothly all the way to the top and become the most dazzling angels there are. Before the Hollow, humans are insignificant. Yet, the Hollow cannot erase the bounds of emotion. In the face of this disaster, the mother held tight to this lifeline, finding her child through the sound of his heartbeat. That was such a great movie. I'm so thankful I got to watch it with you. What a heart-fluttering question, my little manager. Romance, huh? Seems like a pretty foreign concept to me. So hard to understand. To be honest, instead of listening to someone's confession, I'd much rather secretly catch the sound of someone's heart skipping a beat. Chocolate and syrup completely mask the taste of coffee beans. Angelina doesn't even like coffee at all, does she? Plot holes? I don't really see it that way. A girl who doesn't even like coffee insists on visiting a cafe every day, only to develop a crush on the quiet, reserved coffee machine. A foolish construct that runs the same program for every customer day after day suddenly develops an unexpected bit in its code, one sparked solely for the girl. But it's exactly these little irrational moments that make emotions in real life all the more special.
Mr. Rob, is this latte art a habit of yours? Or a secret love letter?
Customer preferences detected. Double syrup with 0 loneliness concentration.
Never mind. I like it anyway.
Hey, are you sneaking a peek at me, little manager? It doesn't quite make my heart race the way that I imagined it would. Maybe it's because the plot just isn't all that exciting. Or is it because you're simply too used to watching movies with someone else, manager? Or maybe, is watching movies with me really that boring, manager? That's more like it. My heart is racing. I knew you'd feel the same way, little manager. People I perceive as cute people can perceive cute things the same cute way as cute me. So cute. Compared to convoluted dialogue and pretentious foreshadowing, I definitely prefer this kind of simple and cute little treat. Next time you get more sweet treats, be sure to recommend them to me too, little manager. Movie reviews? Maybe it's best to leave all that deep, highbrow stuff to you, huh? If I absolutely must. The movie is simply adorable, and so is the person I watched it with. I didn't expect this many people at a midnight showing. Then again, I guess some people think horror movies hit different at night. Can't say they're wrong. The air feels heavier after dark. So, Belle, did you pick this time because you were looking for a little extra thrill? I see. Having company makes it easier to stay composed. But even if I weren't here, I doubt it would make much difference. It's just a movie after all. It's not like we're actually running into evil spirits. But if you do get scared, you can lean closer to me. That was fast. Though I suppose it never hurts to be prepared. All right, looks like it's about time. The movie's starting. The strange creature in this movie is kind of interesting. It's not very powerful, but it knows how to put on a scary act. I was just thinking, what kind of techniques would I use if I ran into something like that one day? Or
maybe I could let you handle it. It's good practice. Yes, something around that level suits you perfectly. Good chance to apply the techniques I taught you. What do you think, Belle? Why are you scooting away? I'm just teasing. If something like that really appeared, I'd handle it myself. You have nothing to worry about. All right. I'll stop picking on you. Come back. Judging by the pacing, the main plot is about to unfold.
You said some other guests were waiting for me in the lobby. But we're deep in the mountains. There shouldn't be anyone alive in this villa.
Well, they aren't exactly alive. But it's also true they're waiting for new guests. Just like the 47 other guests before you.
Huh? You mean they all... Who are you? What is this place?
Do you remember the meditation technique I taught you? When your thoughts start to wander, just bring your awareness in your palm. Stay focused and feel the energy flow. If you want to hold on to me, go ahead. As long as you feel that warmth inside, fear won't linger. Do you remember it now? If not, I can always teach you again. Feeling better? Good. I'm glad to hear that. This movie is designed to take out people's deepest fears. If it ever gets uncomfortable, don't force yourself. Just tell me. You weren't the only one feeling tense. Quite a few people around us were startled as well. That creature in the movie isn't actually especially powerful. But it's good at using hints and atmosphere to stir up fear and unsettle people's minds. I wasn't scared, but I'll admit the plot was solid. Some of the shots built suspense nicely. That said, I do wish they'd explore the creature's unpredictable side more. Not really. If the creature's appearance had been depicted with greater nuance and realism, the movie would have had more practical value. It could have served as useful reference material for you, Fufu, and the others. A proper lesson in warding off misfortune. All right. I'm joking. Don't want you to shake your head and scoot away again. It's getting late. Watching something this intense at night is tiring on the mind and body. Once we leave the theater, you should head home and get some rest. Watching a movie with you does feel a little different. With someone familiar sitting next to you, all those strange things on screen start to feel like they're happening right beside you. If you're up for it, we can come back and watch another movie together sometime.
Roxy, you didn't miss the previous Starlight Knight releases, did you? Starlight Knight Seasons 1 through 3, Starlight Knight The Other Night, Starlight Knight Awakening? Every single one is a masterpiece in its own tier! As expected of Starlight Knights, you never give up, no matter what!
Hey, who cares if we can't transform? We're not fighting just to become Starlight Knights.
We're just ordinary folks, but we all have a reason to find our courage.
The Starlight Knights aren't fighting this battle alone!
So even ordinary folks who keep pushing forward can become heroes. I know they'll win! The director did say in an interview that the plot of the movie might be a little different than what Starlight Knight fans expect. It's a story about the director's creative aspirations. But those ordinary citizens, and that nameless intelligent construct, were truly brave enough to be called Starlight Knights! For all you Starlight Knight fans out there, this movie will definitely live up to your expectations! For those who aren't Starlight Knight fans yet, it's your perfect chance to become one! All in all, I highly recommend everyone check out Starlight Knight, The First Heroes!
So you're telling me the story of a little bamboo teaming up with a cat to become New Eridu's strongest proxy actually happened? The proxy business is super competitive these days, but it really does make for one heck of a movie. Belle, you look like you have something to say. Don't tell me that's not how the story goes. Since I was wrong, guess you'll have to watch this movie with me to help me understand. Awesome! 7710 and Katie finally understand each other. Yeah, it feels super emotional to you too, right? Yeah, everyone's smiling, but connecting with a kitty isn't easy. 7710's really putting in the work. Even if we can't understand each other's feelings at first, as long as we keep paying attention to one another, we'll eventually understand each other's hearts. Like how you noticed my change in mood right away.
The Bamboo that mistakes kittens for rescue targets is clearly defective. I apologize, but we'll need to recall it. Don't worry, we're just gonna wipe its memory and reprogram it from scratch. Hey, what are you doing?
It saved Katie and got her out of the hollow! You can't read it like this! Katie, take 7710 and run!
For some reason, seeing the three of them forced apart makes my heart ache, like a blast crawler trapped in a wooden barrel. So I was just thinking, I should team up with Seed Sr. and break through the screen to help them. Yeah, I know. Everyone told me the same thing when we watched Don't Touch together. Besides, results that come after hard work and trouble are way more meaningful. That's something I only recently came to understand. Are you more interested in the little kitty? I'm actually more curious about that little bamboo called 7710. Maybe it's because we're alike. We both struggle to understand how others' emotions work. I really hope it finds a family of its own. But I just looked up its real-world prototype. In the end, it was recalled by the association as a defective product. So I guess people are more interested in a kitten that can feel emotions than a defective product, huh? Don't be fooled by appearances. New Eridu is the kind of place where even a Varus can have a fan club. Thanks, Belle. Proxy, I knew it was the right call to watch this with one of my own kind. Whether I'm a bamboo or a cat in the future, you'll be my adventure buddy either way. Oh, yeah. Even when we're not in public, I want to keep calling you Belle. That okay?
you're gonna keep a dog, you gotta feed them. I'm a pro at this, and there's lots of different flavors of dog food. They're all delicious. I also know that dogs need to be taken out on a run every day, and the ones in the outer ring always bolt when they see me. I really can do everything, right? What do we do? We're gonna get caught. I'm just a little pup. Belle, didn't you say this wasn't a horror movie? Being alone on the streets is one thing. I also... What do we do? We're gonna... An investigator gave me some food. Looks like he's not half bad after all. I can't get his scent through the screens. But judging by how he walks, even if he were a bad guy, he'd be a pretty weak one. Then it's all good. It's too bad for him that he had to run into me. Immersed? You mean I'm thinking of myself as Ross? Like right now when his paw's being held, it gives me this warm, fuzzy feeling. What about you? Do you immerse yourself in the investigator's perspective too? Well, don't be shy. I can lend you my hand.
When I pulled you out of that fissure, you were so scared that you wouldn't even touch a can of food. Who would have guessed I'd be counting on you so soon? Here, take the leash. This time, it's your turn to lead the way.
What? Come on, spit it out, spit it out! Oh, of course not. This is just another typical story set in a hollow, right? But I've never seen those kinds of ethereals in a hollow before. License? Why would an ethereal need a... Oh, I get it. They made them look cute on purpose so they wouldn't scare people. Belle, if you know where they shoot movies like this, you've gotta hook me up. I'm totally cut out to be this kind of villain. At least if it were me, I wouldn't be making such a mess while eating. You're right, having reliable companions is super important. The investigator in the movie keeps suffering because that useless puppy Ross can't do anything right. If only the investigator could pick up a mercenary like they picked up that dog. Put in a bit more effort and who knows? You might even pick up a void hunter that can slice through ethereals in one hit. How would you know if you don't try? I'm quite the expert at picking things up. Then we can just chill in the back, soak up some sun, and sip drinks while waiting to snag the spoils. After all, I'm not some idiot who'd knowingly walk into danger and get myself killed. Belle, for my sake, don't you dare do anything like that. This was a flawless success for our cinema investigation. Not only did we find nothing, but we also wasted so much time. Another day of slacking off under the boss's nose. And I can even apply to come back and investigate again. Sweet!
Is it that obvious? Well, why else would I be here for a second watch? Even though it's a fantasy film, it's got a really cool ghost story vibe to it. That's why I love it. Just embrace the suspense. Don't worry too much about figuring out the truth behind the story. These aliens seem pretty interesting, huh? Wow, that's my proxy. You knew exactly what I was thinking. But seriously, a creature that can transform into anything at will? That's what I call the perfect partner for pranks. You've got a point. The last time I went out to play with some cats, the little guy threw a fit for ages once we got back. But if this creature could morph into his favorite apple, maybe we could mess with Kama too.
Wait, are these my memories? If so, how can I see myself in third person? That stirring stick that just popped out of my hand, it was like it had a life of its own. If this is a dream, it feels way too real. What are these aliens?
That was quite the scene just now. But...
I just touched you. If I were some kind of alien, then you should be worried about being completely replaced by me. Huh? Uh-oh, you've completely turned the tables on me. When you morph into me, just remember to feed Kama on time. And don't let him have too many snacks. Looks like you're really into it too. I thought maybe you'd be like everyone else, whining about how wishy-washy the movie's ending was. You know what makes thrillers so captivating? It's all about the feeling of suspense. If you look at it that way, suspense films and ghost stories boil down to the same thing. Once an urban legend gets cracked, it loses its charm. Just like how a movie's not as fun to rewatch once you know the big plot twist. But movies that leave you hanging keep drawing people back to theaters, searching for answers. Stories like that are better than something you can figure out after seeing it once, right? I'm so happy you could watch my favorite movie with me today. Letting you join me in uncovering the truth behind Don't Touch and seeking out the traces of fantasy left on these images. It somehow feels like I've pulled you a little further into my world.
Disaster movies often dig into how fragile order is and put human nature to the test. Definitely something worth paying attention to. In a speculative work that depicts the twilight of a civilization, a tragic ending is all but inevitable. But being able to rationally dissect the root causes of the tragedy with you is, in itself, a valuable thought exercise. One with insights ahead of their era often meets not understanding first, but solitude. Indeed, it matters not whether one be flesh or forged steel. Once you've chosen someone, you follow them without reservation. Such loyalty itself may be enough to challenge the nihility.
Stop terrorizing us!
us with poetic metaphors. Science needs data, not wild imaginations.
This isn't a gamble of probability, but a countdown that's already begun. We can't just turn a blind eye because it's beyond our understanding. When disaster strikes, let's hope those data models you're so proud of ring the alarm before my delusions do.
In the end, even the noblest resolve of one individual couldn't reverse the torrent as collective consciousness came crashing down. The power of this work lies in forcing viewers to confront the most fundamental contradiction. It is not about whether success is possible, but whether it is worthwhile. It is about order, about loyalty, about the meaning of persistence in a battle that's doomed to fail. Thank you for watching this thought-provoking work with me. I was truly moved. Yes, it is a work that completely denies hope. But it also compels the viewer to contemplate the meaning of any effort in the face of absolute nihility. What struck me most in this movie wasn't the disaster itself, but how our protagonist, the scientist, chose to bear the weight of the world alone after her warnings to humanity went unheeded. And the loyalty displayed by her mechanical companion. Theirs was a friendship transcending all programmed parameters. To walk a path you know leads nowhere, and to see it through to the very end, that resolve alone is far beyond any measure of victory or defeat. Thank you for accompanying me to see this film. It carried much weight, but I found it to be a precious and profound warning. It has reinforced my conviction that protecting such ordinary moments of watching films together is a mission we cannot fail. In collective chaos, the light of reason shines as faintly as a firefly. But those who remain steadfast in their duty and loyalty until the very end, their stance itself was the strongest response to nihility. Thank you for sharing this profound moment with me.
This cinema's decor is both practical and elegant. It's no less impressive than the banquet hall at Yum Cha Sin. And the snacks those people are munching on? It's gotta be... popcorn, right? I've heard customers mention it, but this is my first time seeing it for myself. It smells delightful. I bet it tastes great, too. I wouldn't say I'm dying to try it, but it is pretty intriguing. After all, this type of snack is hard to come by where I'm from. Compared to the delicate and refreshing snacks of Phylum Heights, folks here in Janus Quarters seem to prefer their treats with a much richer flavor profile. Speaking of which, to improve on Yum Cha Sin's selection, my boss actually sent me out to sample flavors from other locations. But every place has its own vibe. I can't fully understand New Eridu's food culture in just a few days. Like this popcorn, for example. I never got a chance to try it. Oh my, thanks for the offer. But if I go out to get snacks right now, I'd probably miss the best parts of the movie. Maybe next time. Everyone laughing and gasping together. It kind of reminds me of going to the open-air cinema back when I was a kid. I wonder if you've ever experienced something like that. It was super popular back in the day. Back then, there weren't many theaters around, so everyone would gather in the plaza to catch a flick. Movie theaters are pretty quiet, right? But outdoor screenings are a totally different vibe. They're always super lively. Snacking on sunflower seeds, chatting away, laughing together. It's chaotic for sure, but it evokes a warm, fuzzy feeling. But when the plot gets emotional, everyone quiets down all at once. Back then, I'd always quietly wipe away my tears in the dark. I was so afraid that someone would notice and make fun of me. Look at me running my mouth. You've got me spilling my childhood anecdotes just like that. It didn't destroy my image as the model Yum Cha Sin employee in your eyes, did it?
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no!
Daydreaming again, little Bang Boo. Come here, my squishy little cupcake. Oh, you're so soft. You were born to be petted and rubbed.
Oh no! Oh no!
Of movies about people swapping bodies, but I can't say I've seen too many where people swap with a bamboo. But this idea is pretty clever. It dodges the cliched setups while keeping the story tight and well-paced. If I swapped bodies with my picky little bamboo, everyone would be in for a rough time. That little guy's got a nasty temper. If we made him work at Yum Tassin, it would have customers fuming left and right. Speaking of, I just remembered that the Bangbu you sent to run the stall was really well behaved. It goes by 20, right? If only it could swap bodies with that little troublemaker of mine. I've never even seen it sit still for a second. If you're looking for some deep insight or super detailed analysis, you're probably gonna be disappointed. My take? It's loud, it's lively, it's got heart. It left me with a sense of happiness inside. You think so too? I thought you'd find my take too simple. To me, movies are like dim sum. More than some logical analysis, it's the taste that hits your tongue that matters the most. This movie is like a plate of crispy, sweet almond cookies. You can scarf down piece after piece without feeling an ounce of guilt. It wasn't a big-budget blockbuster, nor was it a martial arts piece that is all the rage in Wi-Fi Peninsula. It won't stick with you forever, but it provided a carefree and enjoyable time while it lasted. Thanks for the recommendation. This little snack really hits the spot.
Before deciding to see the movie, we read a lot of reviews, and they all said it was good. Right. Do you want me to send you those reviews, manager? You got me. Okay, I'll black out all the keywords before sending it to you. Well, even if I secretly write bad things about you in the blacked out parts, you'll never know. Then again, even if I snuck in things like, I like you, manager, you wouldn't find out either. Before deciding to watch this movie, I had a dream about it last night. In my dream, this movie's producer actually came to us to sing the theme song. I and Suna were so happy and both screamed with joy. And then I woke up. Even though the dream felt pretty average, I guess it's still a good sign. The rabbit baron appearing out of nowhere. The flowers in the garden alive but silent. Everything about this place is screaming, "Trap!" The director's camera work is so detailed, I completely feel that sense of crisis. Look! Lillian really did fall down the rabbit hole. With the amount of movies you've watched, Manager, you probably already guessed what happens next, right? Does this... Oops. Sorry about that.
In a fairy tale wonderland, an adventure awaits. Yeah, right. Even kids wouldn't fall for that kind of stuff anymore. That was me. Just another boring adult. Unable to believe fairy tales and all that happily ever after stuff. Until I came here. Fairy tales are real. Dreamland adventures do exist. And that's the kind of story I'm going to write. Stories that bring children hope and happiness.
Oh, don't worry. Before... Right. What? Then again... Before... In my... I am... Even... The direct... Look... With the... Oops.
In a fairy tale wonderland, an adventure...
Thanks. I was so engrossed in the movie, I forgot I was still holding the snack Suna gave me. Hold on. Now that you mention it... just as expected, Suna and Arya haven't eaten their chocolates either. But how should I put this? Somehow this gives off a Angels of Delusion are all idiots vibe. Manager, you've got to keep this a secret. Forever. Okay? Too bad I've never really been interested in profound truths, no matter how they're presented. All I want is for Lillian to have a happy ending in this wonderland. That's enough for me. Plus, Suna and Arya seem to be having a great time too. Isn't that what fairy tales are all about? Making people believe the world can be a better place? You're smiling too. That means you agree with my point, right? The one-sided collab between the cinema and Angels of Delusion perfectly concluded.